Greetings, my dear friends, and happy new moon to you. This is Carrie Konyha bringing you the new moon episode of Tarot for the Soul. If you're new here, this is a weekly energy update and activation for the collective. And as we have the new moon occurring in the sign of Aries this week, we are all collectively being invited to open, to unfurl, to birth what has been latent potentials into being. So this new moon is actually the first new moon of spring. So this is really ushering in the full springtime energies. And spring is all about new growth, new beginnings, fresh energies, new pathways, activating fresh energies in our lives. It is literally a time of rebirth and renewal. We all have this energy available to us. Now, it's true that every spring is a time of rebirth and renewal, and typically the way that we feel inspired to be involved with that rebirth and renewal is through aligning our actions with the intentions that we had spent wintertime becoming clear in and dedicating ourselves towards. Last year, that energy sort of took a left turn because it was this time last year that we all started having restrictions and isolation orders around the pandemic, and so we didn't really get to express our energies in the ways that we typically traditionally feel guided to, which is more outward and external in the direction of manifestation. Instead, because we were all forced to isolate and stay at home, those energies were channeled inward, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I will say that what it did serve was a little bit of a quickening in regard to a collective spiritual awakening that we've all been moving in the direction of as we're coming into these first glimmers of the age of Aquarius. So this spring, we get to cash in on renewed enthusiasm, maybe even a revised and optimized sense of meaning and purpose that you might be embodying in your life right now, and moving forward in the direction of manifesting what our goals and dreams are. So if you didn't see my Instagram post yesterday about the shift from the waning moon in Pisces into Aries, I'm just going to briefly mention here that the moon in Pisces always brings in an inspiration to dream a new dream into reality. And with the moon in Pisces now shifting into Aries, now we have the inspiration, the enthusiasm, the motivation to actualize that dream, to manifest it, to bring it into creation. And so this week, as we're looking at the cards, we're going to take a peek at what energies do we have opening up to us all right now collectively. What might be some challenges or some obstacle energy to work around? And how can we all harness the power of the energies that are opening up to us in the highest and best ways? So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm already shuffling the cards here. I feel nice and tuned in, and so let me just take a moment here to select 3 cards. And I'm using the Universal Rider-Waite deck today. And here we go. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Interesting, because we have 2 10s showing up right away. And then the last card I'll save for the last part of the video. The first card that's coming up, which represents the energies that are opening up for us all collectively right now, is the 10 of Pentacles. When the 10 of Pentacles comes up, for one, it is a confirmation that the intentions that you have been dedicating yourself towards and preparing to set in motion are aligned with that which will bring you rewarding results. The 10 of Pentacles shows up as a confirmation that there's a reason to celebrate. This is like the energy of job well done, you're moving in the right direction, you're in alignment with whatever your highest goals and dreams are in manifesting. So, if any of you out there need to take a little bit of time to get a little bit more clear on what your highest visions, goals, and dreams are, now is the time. Because the wheels are turning, the energies are shifting in the direction of positive manifestation. Now, the interesting thing is that when I'm looking at the next card, which shows us where there might be some challenge energies or some blocks or obstacles to work around, it's the 10 of Swords. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So I want to talk about what the number 10 represents in numerology. So 10 is a 1 and a 0. 1 is a new beginning. 0 is sort of like the beginning of a journey and the end of a journey. So it's like a little bit of an energetic reset. So when you put a 1 and a 0 together to make a 10, it basically represents a cycle change of experience where you've got one foot in each realm. I've talked about this in other videos. Anytime a 10 comes up, I usually talk about this. So one foot in the realm of whatever cycle of experience you're bringing into completion with the intention of having awareness of what is of value for you that you feel compelled to bring forward into the here and now and in your life's experience and what you're intending to manifest and moving forward. So we have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords says that there's a cycle change happening. This tells me that as far as like the global collective is concerned, there is a positive shift that's happening in regard to all restrictions related to pandemic. New life, rebirth, new beginnings are in the midst or showing up now. So the challenge energy or the block or the obstacle energy that's indicated in the 10 of Swords, this sort of talks about a need to have a breather, to reset, like take a moment to clear away anything that feels like grief. We talked about that last week because it came up. Anything that feels like exhaustion, anything that feels like depletion, anything that feels like anguish, wherever you feel that you've been hanging on to those energies within yourself, now is a time to tend to your self-care and do what you need to do to reset your energy. Clear away all of that tense, anxious energy that we've all been dealing with on one level or another over the past year. So, you know, when this card shows up, it is an indicator that surrendering, letting go, releasing all of that tense burden energy is the key to making the shift into the revitalized, new, fresh energy of new beginnings that is coming into the picture now. And the fact that the two 10s are coming up really does say in and of itself that we are entering into a brand new cycle of experience that's going to be, again, all about being able to really fully realize and experience and manifest what your highest goals and dreams are. This has been a theme that's been showing up over the past few weeks, and it's been building and building, and the confirmation is here. We can trust that it's okay to start getting back out into the world again, integrating, getting some movement going on, interacting with people. In fact, this last card that's coming up, which represents what can we do or how can we best align and actualize this energy that's opening up for us. How can we best actualize it, align with it, and utilize it? It's the Fool card coming up reversed. So this is what the card looks like right side up. It is connected to the number 0. So technically we've got 3 zeros if we're looking at the 10s as well. So as I said, 0 is a reset. It's the beginning of a journey and the end of a journey. And the Fool card, when it shows up reversed in regard to how we're looking at it today and the other messages that are coming, it feels like the message is about like the best way that we can utilize, access, align, embody, and activate the energy showing up in the 10 of Pentacles, which is absolute prosperity and blessings. We have to be willing to let go of reluctance. We have to be willing to let go of isolation and once again sort of shift out into the world, connect with people, connect with yourself, connect with nature, connect with the universe. The Fool card, when it shows up right side up, is a really good representation of the bliss that comes from being in your flow state, being in unison and coherence within yourself, mind, body, spirit, and having that sense of attunement and alignment with God, spirit, universe, cosmic consciousness. So in the reverse position, all of us have been in a little bit of a funk, right? Obviously. But we don't need to carry that energy forward with us. It's time to drop it and to really embody and own and claim your empowerment, your vibrance, your vitality, your enthusiasm. That's what's gonna lead us forward. It's safe energetically to go in the direction of what your inner guidance is compelling you towards individually. However that's showing up for you, it's always safe to trust our instincts and our intuition. So this 10 of Swords on one hand is saying we have to move beyond the programming, we have to move beyond the propaganda, we have to move beyond the fear, the worry, the anxiety, the uncertainty that has been programmed into us over the past year, and really feel into what is my true inner being compelling me towards, and dedicate your intentions in that way, right? So another thing I want to say about the 10 of Pentacles, there's an aspect of this that is very much connected to the actual physical reality, especially your physical home. So one of the empowerment practices that's connected to the springtime new moon cycle literally is spring cleaning. So this is spring cleaning your home. I would recommend literally not only cleaning your home, but clearing the energetic space of your home, whether that looks like smudging your home with sage or Palo Santo, or in some other way utilizing aromatherapy to bless the energy of your home. One thing that I did the other day is I went around my whole home and wiped down every wall in my home from top to bottom with an essential oil blend that I made, which is very conducive to energy clearing and inviting in positive spirits, which is a 50-50 blend of lavender and sandalwood. And that was my way of blessing the internal space of my home and revitalizing sacred space. So doing that with your physical home, but also your physical body. Another empowerment practice for the first lunar cycle of spring, which is the one that we're in right now, is cleansing and detoxing your physical body. This new moon is connected to the nervous system, so tonics, things that nourish your nervous system, detoxing through eating really clean diets, lots of water, fresh air, rest, all of that is a part of personal growth empowerment practices that we can do to optimize our energies at this time, which is going to enable us to really harness fully the positive energy that's shining in right now. So again, these messages are for the collective, and we're all going to have our own individual ways in which this energy shows up for us. Let me know in the comments how it's showing up for you and how it's going for you. And I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, but I will see you in the next video. Much love, many blessings, and namaste.